a watch made from 3 different types of titanium. One hand which moves in exactly the same speed as the Earth does. The Botta Uno 24 is a watch which really caught me, not only in terms of design but also in terms of function. Hello and welcome to WatchMaxy's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. You found my channel, that means you're interested in watches and particularly in German watches. If you hit the subscribe button and activate the bell, you will be informed about all my new releases and my new videos I do, like for example the one I do today, and this is about a very interesting watch. It's the Botta Uno 24 hours, a watch made from 3 different types of titanium, which I'm going to show you in the video in detail. It's a one-hand watch, which means the one hand of the watch turns in exactly the same speed as the Earth does, which is obvious for a 24-hour watch. But making this clear is, for me, really surprising in a certain way. And now I'm going to show you this really interesting and affordable watch. The Botta Uno 24 hours comes in a case with a diameter of 45 millimeter, and the whole case is made from titanium. However, these are 3 different kinds of titanium. The top ring is made from a hardened titanium, which is extremely scratch resistant. The case body is made from pure titanium, which is a little bit softer. However, it is very, very robust. And the case back is made from a medical titanium, which is extremely skin friendly and is not going to cause any problems on the skin. The watch has a thickness of only 8.5 millimeter, and thanks to the titanium material, the watch weighs just 49 grams. The watch is empowered by a quartz movement, and here we have a Ronda 515 24 hours. The sapphire crystal on the front is AR coated on the outer and inner side. The watch has a water resistance of 5 bar equaling 50 meters, and in addition to the one hand from the center, we have a date indication on the 6 o'clock position. When I received the parcel with the watch, by the way, Oliver, thank you very much that I am allowed to make the video of your watch. My first thought was, man, does this watch look great. I like the blue spots here. I like the classy, sporty appearance. I like the very, very thin one hand. I really, really do like the watch, and it is an absolutely great looking watch according to my personal taste. My second thought was, wow, is this a lightweight? The 49 grams is really something you don't even notice on your wrist. My third thought was, well, that's a 45 millimeter diameter, but there are no visible outstanding horns, so the diameter equals the lug-to-lug size, so it should fit on my wrist. For this, I already took off my Sinn 903, so here we have a direct comparison between a 41 and a 45 millimeter watch. So the Botta Uno is a big watch. However, putting it on my 17 centimeter wrist, which equals 6 3/4 of an inch, I really can wear it. It is surprising, but since there are no visible horns, it really fits on my wrist It is a big watch, no discussion about this. But when we come to reading the time of that watch, you will notice you need the size for a 24-hour one-hand watch. Yeah, and my fourth thought was, it is really a pity for me that this watch doesn't have a higher water resistance. If it had 10 bars equaling 100 meter, it would be a perfect fit to join my U1 as a perfect holiday watch. Besides the dial, to which I will come in a second, the really outstanding design item of that watch is the case design. If you see, the watch is very slim. It has a very thin part on the side which moves with a curved swing over to the little bit thicker and flat middle part which lays on the arm, and again goes over with these really nice curved swing to the other side. Really nicely made. Partially due to the finishing, partially due to the different case material, you have two different colors and two different light reflections. The hardened top ring looks different to the bead blasted matte case material. I really do like it. It looks great. And even more, the side isn't flat. It narrows down to the back side, which gives the watch a really interesting appearance in total. Absolutely nicely made, gorgeous looking watch, and despite the size, extremely comfortable on the wrist. Well, let's have a look to the dial. A really interesting dial. You have the intuitive split between the day hours 6 to 18, a little bit lighter, and the night hours 18 to 6, a little bit darker. If we have a closer look to the dial, you can see between 19 and 20, right in the middle, there is one index which is a little bit thicker. That's the half-hour index, so this is 7:30. And between 19 and 19:30, there are two other indexes which are really tiny and fine. Each of them stands for about 10 minutes. And as you can see here, the 1 hour hand has just passed the first very small index, which means the time should be 7:10, 7:11, something around that. That's an estimate. I've done quite some footage right now, so I haven't looked at my Sinn 903. And let's have a look at the Sinn 903 to compare the time. And it's 7:11. Just what I estimated from the one-hand watch. So you can really estimate the time to a minute or two with just a little practice, and for a weekend, for a holiday, that's perfectly fine for me, and it's really relaxing if you don't count the seconds. Where we have lights, we may expect also some shadow, and one point which is gorgeous from a design point of view, that's the really small and tiny crown, which is perfectly integrated. However, it is made from flat titanium. There is no grip, nothing at all, and it is really tiny. So if you have to adjust the time or set the date, it is really a bit fiddly to operate the crown. Luckily, you don't need to do it too often. Any second month, adjust the date, and every now and then adjust the time, so you don't need it very often, but if you do, it is a fiddly, tiny, nicely integrated crown. In order to compare the crowns, here we have the tiny crown of the Botta, and here we have the crown of the Sinn 903. So this really is a difference in size and functionality. The professional background of Klaus Botta, the founder of Botta Design, is product design, and I think you can really see it if you look at the watches. They are gorgeous from a design point of view, and I absolutely love them. This particular watch, the Botta Uno 24 with the quartz movement, currently retails at €485 and 45 euro cent. There are different variants with a blackened case or with an automatic movement. For those, you have to add a little surcharge. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'm really pleased that you obviously do like watches which are a little bit out of standard, which you don't see at any corner, which have some special features, some special design, and I really look forward to show you more of those going forward. Cheers, Axel.